Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today's card is this one. This is my favorite fun fold. It is a book fold. I've also seen it called a book binding fold. I'm going to show you exactly how to make this using the Sending Smiles stamp set and the Earth and Elegance Designer Series paper. So if you want to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So to start our card, we're going to start with a little bit of stamping and of course our fun fold. I'm going to be using the Sending Smiles stamp set. This is a photopolymer stamp set with 22 stamps. And I'm going to be using two of the dies, the sending die here and then this flower die from the sending dies, which cut out all the little pieces here, even some of the words, and there's labels for the little pieces here. I'm only going to be using two of the dies though today. And then we need our fold, and this fold is super simple. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite fun folds. So to do it, all the measurements and everything are on my blog, but I'm going to show you how to do the card and how simple it is. Let me move some things, get my paper trimmer. That is what I use to cut and score all of my card bases. So this is just a standard piece of cardstock. It is measured 4 1/4 by 11. For a normal card, you would just score it. Let me make sure my trimming blade's up at the top. You would just score it at 5 1/2. Just like that. And then you would fold it over, and that is a regular card. But we're going to score it at 5 1/2 and at 4 1/4. Score it right there. And then you have your fold, and that's literally it. It's so easy. So you're going to fold it over, and then you're going to fold back on that second part, and that's it. That's the whole thing. So I'm going to take a bone folder and burnish that edge, and then I'm going to fold that over and burnish it going this way, and that just kind of gives it, it makes it, I don't know, sit better. I like the way it looks better. So that's it for the fold. It's super simple. So now we can do our little bit of stamping. All the measurements are on my blog for all the things, all the pieces I'm using here. So I have this piece of basic white, and we're just going to be using one ink color. I'm going to be using Misty Moonlight. We're going to do our stamping on our little front piece here. I'm just going to ink up the note of thanks. I want to line this up with my grid paper and kind of line that up to get it as straight as I possibly can. That's perfect. Then we're going to take the stem from the stamps. I'm going to ink that up in Misty Moonlight too. And then I'm going to stamp it down here on my grid paper and then onto our basic white. Just like that. Then I need a piece of scrap basic white, which I usually have just sitting right here. I have a ginormous piece. I'm going to cut this down really quick. I don't need a piece this large. I have our scrap here, and we're going to be inking up that large sending stamp. So we're going to die cut this out. I'm just taking, with larger stamps, I like to take the ink pad right to the stamp. I'm just going to put it there. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. You're going to be die cutting it. And then our flower, inking that up. And then for the inside, let's move that to the side. I have my inside piece here. I'm going to be taking the little wispy, I don't know if it's lavender or wisteria or what it is, but I'm going to be inking that up in the Misty Moonlight. We're going to do it twice. I pushed too hard there. I'm going to flip that over. We're going to try again. Try not to push super hard. I pushed too hard and it made it kind of like have a halo effect. I don't want to ink that up again. So I did it with ink twice, and then I just did it without re-inking it a third time. And that's it for our stamping. So now what I want to do is take our dies and run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine to get our pieces. So I'm going to do that, and then we can put our card together. Now that I've gotten everything die cut, or 2 pieces here, we are ready to put our card together. Before I do that though, I do want to show you the paper I'm using. This is just a little sampler pack of the paper I have. It does come in 12 by 12. This is the Earth and Elegance Designer Series paper, and this is the pattern we're going to be using for our card today. But I just want to show you all these other gorgeous patterns. They are beautiful. I really do love this paper. It's really pretty. So if you want to get this paper, you can find it in my online store. And be sure to use the host code for the month of November to get free gifts from me. Every order earns you a free card tutorial, and orders over $50 get you a free gift. So let's put our card together. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal. We can put our Designer Series paper on first. And the beauty of this card is you can use any Designer Series paper. So I'm going to have it go that way, I think. I'm just going to run some seal along the back. Just kind of center it. Again, all the measurements for the paper, the card, everything is on my blog. It's the first link in the description of this video. Run a little seal along that piece, and this is going to go on our end here. And I'm just kind of trying to line them up. You don't want one lower or higher than the other. And now we're going to seal up our little book fold or book binding. So I just put some seal on that middle panel there, and we're just going to flip it over and push down. And now we have our fold. I can put the inside of our card in. My fingers would work. Make sure I got it going the right way around. That's the inside. I'm going to put this on our piece of pecan pie, and it is only 1/8 of an inch larger, the pecan pie, so you got to be careful of how you put that on. And I'm going to grab a few Stampin' Dimensionals, pop that up. Just kind of center it. Now before we put our flower down, I want to put the sending down first, because that will determine where our flower can go. This one's kind of close to that, but I think it still looks okay. So I'm going to use mini dimensionals for this one. I think I'm going to use 4 of them. Peel off the backings, these little things. I gotta make sure they make it into the garbage, the backings, or they end up all over my house. I'm gonna put it right up at the top. Now I can flip over my flower. I'll put a mini dimensional on the back of that. And I can see how I want that to go, just like that. We're not done yet because I want to add some bling. So I have the Tinsel Gems 3-pack here. That's Lost Lagoon, Fresh Freesia, and Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to use some of the Misty Moonlight gems. I'm going to use one of the larger ones here, my paper piercing end, for the middle of our flower, and then 2 of the smaller ones. I'm just going to kind of randomly put it up here. And that is our card. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. I hope you enjoyed this simple, very simple fun fold. I think the recipients of these cards are going to love that little fun fold. You could also add a piece of ribbon here if you'd like. I would just wrap it right around there and tie a bow. I didn't have any ribbon that went with this card that I liked, but if you liked this card, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos and card making ideas from me. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.